welcome to my channel. I will be uploading tutorials, unboxing videos with reviews, make it or break it videos of my attempts at nail art, as well as sculpting both hard gel and acrylic extensions and overlays. Please leave comments on what kind of content you would like to see, and I will do my best to make it happen. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you would like to see more videos and get notification for new updates. Have an amazing day and God bless. So today we are doing a fill and sculpting about 3 nails that she lost. It's been about 2.5 months since she's been in. Oh, excuse me. I've been working on this thing all day. Apparently you can't put music on here. I guess it has to be approved for YouTube even if you tag it, but I don't even know how to get the music into iMovie. So, and the only music I have is in Apple Music, and you can't use that. So eventually I'll figure all of this stuff out. So there's probably going to be a lot of silence in this because I don't think I can talk for 30 minutes. So bear with me here. So right now I'm just removing the gel polish and taking down some of the bulk from the grow out and shortening the nails up a little bit. Also, you're probably only going to see the customers or the client's right hand. This video was about 2.5 hours start to finish. So, well, 2 hours and 25 minutes might as well be 2.5 hours. So I cut a lot of it out so that you didn't have to watch an extremely long video that went on for eternity with no music and not a lot of talking. So hopefully I can make it through with 31 minutes. I don't really know what I'm going to say the whole time, but that's okay. I really don't know how you guys do it. So if you have any tips for me, that would be amazing. So I guess I could talk about my nail journey. So I am 49. I just turned 49 last year. I've wanted to do nails for a really long time. Didn't think it would ever happen with life and priorities and responsibilities and all that fun, happy stuff. So I've just always been in corporate America and done nails off and on myself, and the last few years on my daughter. So when I first moved back here to Arizona, I looked into schools and apprenticeships, which you can never find any. They don't have them at the community colleges. They only do full-time during the day. So that was out of the question. And there were no schools that did student loans for just nails, and I didn't want to go to Cosmo School. So the last few years I've been checking around because I know the tuition has been going up, and seeing if anyone takes student loan financial aid, and I found a school that did. So I reached out to the school that I was really interested in. I used to go there a long time ago to get my nails done when the current owner's ex-wife owned it. And he informed me that they do not accept financial aid, but Arizona now has the WIOA grant. I don't know if it's still available. It's WIOA. And it's a long, arduous process, but it's worth it if you get it. Here I am just doing cuticle cleanup. So the application of the acrylic for the fill and the 3 nails that I had to resculpt was only about 30 minutes. But the nail art and the prep is what most of the time was spent on. So yeah, I'm really meticulous about my prep work. I like to get all of that dead yucky stuff off the nail, all of the dead skin out, hangnails, all of that stuff. I don't nip unless I absolutely have to. So here I've got I can't remember what it's called. It's from Erica's ATA, and it is awesome. I learned about it from Katie Dutra, and it's just, I love this bit. It just gets everything out of there. It's nice and small, so it gets down in those creases and pushes back the cuticle at the same time and lifts it up. So it's really awesome. So anyway, I went, he got me signed up for the WIOA grant, and it took about 3 months. Yes. Yep, 3 months. I finally finished everything, did all my legwork, did all my school interviews, all of that stuff. In November, I got registered in December. I had to send, the school had to send over a bunch of paperwork as well. Finally got the tuition voucher in the middle of December. The same day I got it, I scheduled an appointment with the school and got all the registration and everything taken care of. And they did take care of all but 1,500 of the tuition, so then I just had to make payments on the rest. And it was really cool. Super thankful, or I would never be able to pursue my passion if not for that. Here, I believe this bit I got from Young Nails. It might have been Erica's ATA. I'll have to check. I can't remember. But usually I use a round cuticle bit, but unfortunately I don't know what in the hell I did with mine. I had two. I gave one to my friend because she loved it and loves doing her own. So, and I don't know what in the hell happened to my other one. I thought I brought it home to do my daughter's nails, but I didn't. So I have no clue what happened to it. But I just ordered another one, so we're good. This one's okay. I do like it. I just like the round one better. So where was I? Oh, yes. So started school on March 26th. And I walked in, and there's this, not very many people there, and there's this girl sitting there. She looks all shy and kind of uncomfortable, and I was really uncomfortable. Thought I'd be the oldest person there, 49 years old, and just finally getting to follow my dream. And I was like, "Hey, is anyone sitting there? Are you holding the seat?" And she's like, "Oh no, you can sit there." And that was the beginning of a beautiful friendship. So that person is Shelly from Shelly Loves Nails. She is my nail bestie. We survived nail school together. And so yeah, she's awesome. She's a YouTuber as well. She's been on here a long time. She has a couple of channels, I think. One that she used to do with hair, and I think it's Love into Natural Me. And then she has Shelly Loves Nails for her nail journey. So here I have, this bit is from Erica's ATA, and I'm just getting a little closer with that acrylic on the back end, so it doesn't damage the natural nails. I don't use my 5-in-1 bit when I do a little bit just to thin it down, but when I really want to blend it into the natural nail, I use my 5-in-1 bit from Erica's ATA. I also use that as my prep for removing the shine and removing any lifting. So, which I don't normally have lifting, but occasionally you get those clients that have the, oily hands and clammy hands, and that's usually about the only time I have a problem, but yeah. And I know I put my forms on weird. That's just me. I'm weird, so it's fine. I used to get flack for it from the instructors, and I'm like, your way doesn't work for me. This is what works for me. I cannot do the Greg from Young Nails way and the way our teachers do it and the way probably 99% of the rest of the world does it. I don't know why. I just can't do it. So flying it on like an airplane is what works for me. So, and now I'm just sculpting the tip on this. Now this is where I started. Normally I start with the pinky and I move to the thumb, and then on the left hand, pinky to thumb again. But because these ones were broken at the free edge, I decided to sculpt those out first and then go and do my fill. So it's kind of backwards on this hand. So yeah, I'm not sure why I did it the way I did it, but I did. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go in the direction of tutorials for sculpting and prep work and filing and all of that stuff, or just leave it for nail art and just have my videos, maybe some music if I ever figure that part out during the sculpting process, just so you kind of see how I do it. But I'm not sure if I'm going to go into full tutorials or not. I haven't decided, because there's a million channels out there that do that, and these amazing people that are great teachers and flawless techniques. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go that route, but we'll figure it out as we go. This is a brand new channel, and this is only my second video, so I've got time to figure it out. So anyway, nail school was very interesting, to say the least. We had 30 students. It was the biggest class they'd ever had. Well, we started out with like 28 or 30 students, and I think we had less than 20 by the end of it. We only went part-time because most of us had jobs, and so it was 2 nights a week for 4 hours and Saturday. So and right after, so they were, not only were they trying to figure out how to teach 30 students with only 2 teachers, 2 instructors. 5 days after we started school, the state board changed the regulations, so we no longer had to do an in-person hands-on practical, which I think is ridiculous, but who am I to say? Now it is a written practical, so then they had to figure out how they were going to do all of that. What were the requirements? What were they looking for? What are we being tested on? Stuff like that, so they can prep us for that stuff. So our class was the guinea pig class, for lack of a better term. So yeah, it was super fun and really confusing. It was very discombobulated. It was a shit show for. Yeah, it was a shit show. Just gonna tell you now. Very unorganized. But, that wasn't really their fault. They were scrambling, trying to figure out what to do with the changes. So, yeah. And I don't understand why the board did that, because I don't know. To me, you should have to prove that you know what you're doing and that you can do it without hurting someone, not just answer a bunch of questions. But that's just me. Anyway, just my thoughts. So, we only learned acrylic. We did not learn hard gel. We did not learn wraps. We did not learn anything but sculpting acrylic. We didn't learn tips, none of that. When they did do tips, I had already graduated by then. Well, I'd already finished class. Shelly and I had already finished our class and all of our hours, and we're just burning our time. So we were done around August 15th, and I think graduation was July 15th, and graduation was in August 20th. So we got done a little over a month early. So we weren't there for the nail tip class, but they had one of the students teach it, because none of them use tips. So yeah, it was very strange. We had tests on wraps and silk wraps and paper wraps and hard gel and yeah, but we actually didn't touch any of it. So I was possibly thinking about maybe taking my instructor course after, because you have to wait a year, and then taking my instructor course and maybe teaching, and so they can offer more services there, because I do take care. Oh yeah, this is where I figured out that I forgot the primer. Oh yeah, that was funny. She was like, "Oh, it's okay. We'll see what happens." She's just an amazing client. I love her. So yeah, and you'll see that this is the only finger I put primer on, because even though I remembered that I forgot to put primer on, and I put it on this finger, on the thumb, I didn't do it on the other hand either. So yeah, but it's been a week, and I did check with her, and she said her nails are fine. They're not lifting. So yay! I was freaking out a little bit there, not gonna lie. So anyway, yeah, I was thinking about doing my instructor license and teaching the things that they don't teach. I don't use tips either. They are my nemesis. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I cannot use them. I can't get them on correctly, and when I do, I just can't overlay the acrylic. I don't know why. Maybe it's something I should practice, not sure. But I don't really care about tips. I can sculpt, so that's what matters. Um, and but I do. I love hard gel. I love working with it. It's an amazing product. Can't say enough good things about it. I also do structured manicures with Luminary, and that stuff is really, really nice. It self levels like a dream. It's really, really nice. So I do have stuff to bring to the table. Just depends on if they'd be willing to accept another instructor, because for some reason he doesn't want to hire anyone else, even though they've got 4 instructors total. One only does pedicures. So she helps the night class when we're doing the pedicures, but once pedicures are done, she's done. And so she's mainly in the morning class. And then the other instructor only does days. So she's only there Tuesday through Friday. Or Monday through Friday? No, I think they're closed Mondays. And so the other 2 alternate. They're long days. So they're there Monday through Friday during the day, or Tuesday through Friday during the day. And then they alternate which days they're going to stay late for the class. So sometimes they'll come in, one will, like Tuesday, one will be there all day and through the evening. And then the next day she's there for, she comes in later in the day. So she's there in the evening, but not all day. So they alternate doing that. So here I've sculpted and filled, and now I'm just using my 5-in-1 bit to take down the bulk and blend in the area around the eponychium and all of that fun, happy stuff, just shaping. So, and I don't hand file first. I do my e-file first, because after I e-file, then I do my final shaping and oh my gosh, my brain just went out the window. Finish filing, thank you. So yeah, I do my free edge and all of that with my hand file. After I do my e-filing, then I get my hand files, and then I will shape the free edge and then finish file the surface. So yeah, I don't like going back and forth. It's just not my thing. So anyway, So yeah, I don't know why they don't get new instructors, and now all of their classes are huge. They used to be small, intimate classes, and now it's like they don't have enough instructors to go around. I mean, how do you teach something like this that's so hands on and give people that need the attention that they need when you've got two instructors for 30 students? So a lot of people didn't get what they needed out of the course and didn't get the one-on-one that they needed because they were trying to figure out how to do the curriculum now that the boards have changed, and so their focus was on people that already knew what they were doing or people they thought had potential to be good at it. Anyone else just kind of fell by the wayside. So yeah, it was pretty shitty for most people. Well, not most people. Most of the class either had clientele waiting for them or salons lined up waiting for them. But there were a few of us that didn't have that, um, and so it was just kind of weird. So um, there were probably a handful that had never even done nails until nail school. Um, my bestie she'd never even painted anyone's nails before nail school. She just knew she loved doing it. Um, and so, but if you weren't one of the people that they saw potential in, you just kind of got the impatient side of them, and it was really messed up. And the one instructor was really, really good and really, really patient, but not really able to run the show, sort of. So yeah, it's just different. So, but it's understandable. They were trying to figure out processes and everything, and it was a shit show from day one. So, but they learned a lot of lessons from our class. So, hoping that going forward they have a better organized plan, and yeah, hopefully it's going better for the new classes. So here I have my hand file, and so I do the free edge first, and then I finish file the surface. So, and this time I forgot to turn her hand over and check for Gumby heads, but yeah, she hasn't complained, so usually that's the very last thing I do. Make sure that they're all the same length and there's no Gumby heads, but hey, we all have our days, right? Um, so anyway, um, yeah, it was a good experience though. It was a lot of fun, a lot of cool people in our class. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing right there. Kind of, I don't know. I don't usually file like that, so I probably got distracted or sidetracked. I work in a salon. It's all hair mostly. So it's really noisy, and people come by and talk, and it's been there a long time, so everybody knows everybody. The clients know each other, and so I probably got sidetracked and was just like lollygagging about, just not paying attention to what I was doing. Oh, anyway, but yeah, so now I am in a salon. I booth rent. I was doing Thursday, Friday evenings, and Saturdays, and I thought, being there in the evenings would really help because, sometimes people, they want to get their nails done after work, and there's nobody open past, 5, 6, maybe 7, or they have something come up and they want to get their nails done or whatever. But no, nothing. So now I'm only doing Saturdays. I'm there all day Saturday. I do appointment only during the week. I do have a full-time job, and I can't quit that job to focus just on nails. With my salary and the benefits that I barely pay for, yeah, I'd have to make 6 digits just to cover my salary and all of our health insurance, life insurance, dental, um, short-term disability, long-term disability, because I literally pay hardly anything for that stuff. And up until last September, the company I work for paid all of it. We didn't pay for anything. So, yeah, I really can't leave where I'm at because we'd be homeless. So, it might just be a part-time gig forever. I don't know. I can't imagine making six digits. But, some people do. So, here I am. Now we're starting with the nail art. So, we're almost done with the video. I've made it 25 whole minutes talking. I'm sure you're sick of hearing me. That was a nice drop. I've been dropping everything in this video, but most of it's cut out. And something about that day, because even everybody in the salon was dropping stuff, so it was really bizarre. So I totally forgot what we were talking about. What were we talking about? Oh yeah. So, yeah, I can't imagine making six figures, but I love doing nails. It's super fun. It's a nice creative outlet for me after, working at the corporate America all day. And don't get me wrong, I do love that job. In fact, I just got a promotion that I just started on February 6th. So I'm the international project manager. And I do love it. I can't, it's a great company and the job is great. My last job, or my last position rather, loved it, but I just couldn't grow there anymore. So the only way for me to grow was to move to another department. So, with my supervisor's blessing, I moved on, and so yeah, I'm only at the salon on Saturdays unless I have an appointment during the week, and it has to be after 3 o'clock because I work till 3, and hopefully we'll get some business going. I do have a website, but I'm not super happy with it. Here I'm just mixing the colors. I learned this from Natalie Mugridge. You should check out her channel. She's awesome and she makes me laugh. Her and Miss Joe's Nail Co. They make me laugh so much. So I'm using blooming gel here, and now I'm just marbling it. You're just kind of floating it on. And I thought I got closer so you could see better, but it might just be my screen because I'm doing my voiceover in iMovie, so it could just be my screen because it's small. I guess I'll find out when I watch it on my TV. So anyway, yeah, so I really, it's great. It's been frustrating because, we were told there's walk-ins, but there's never walk-ins. The salon's been there for 20 years, and they went so long without having any nail techs taking new clients because the three they have there are, semi-retired. They only work a couple of days a week, and they're not taking new clients, and so they turned a lot of people away. Now that they have a nail tech in there, they're not getting walk-ins or phone calls anymore. So I'm still trying to figure out marketing. I do have an Instagram, a Facebook. I'm on Google. So yeah, it'll come together. I just have to be patient and not get so frustrated. So, but at least I get a lot of practice time because, when I'm at the salon, I do practice. I don't just sit there twiddling my thumbs with, picking my nose. So, at least I'm getting practice on things. So I have my practice hands from Aliana Hand at the salon, so that's usually what I do unless I have a walk-in or a manicure or on the rare occasion. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Hopefully I'll figure out music by the time. See here, I'm just filing away what from the blooming gel because I forgot to thin it out on the edges and pull some of it away, so when it spreads, yeah, I was just filing that away so it's nice and pretty. So, and now we're top coating, but anyway, hopefully by my next video I'll figure out music so you don't have to hear me ramble on because I really don't have much else to talk about. I'm not a big talker. So yeah, this is weird for me. And yeah, hopefully we'll figure it out. Let me know what else you'd like to see, and if you have any tips or tricks or comments or advice for me on anything that I talked about today. If not, that's fine too. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time and listening to me ramble on for decades, it seems like. And I hope you all have a very blessed day. And at the end of my video, I do have the before and after pictures for my cute lady here. So enjoy. God bless you all. And